So in this video, we're going to talk about dilations in the coordinate grid. So a dilation with a scale factor of k will be either an enlargement or an image larger than the original if our scale factor is larger than 1, so k is greater than 1. It will be a reduction or an image smaller than the original if 0 is less than k or it's less than 1. That just means, a fraction or decimal. It's not 1, it's somewhere between 0 and 1. And it'll be the same as the original figure if k is 1. So if our scale factor is 1, that means nothing's changing, right? But if it's larger than 1, that means we're going to get bigger. If it's smaller than 1, but more than 0, we can't have a negative, then that means it's getting smaller than the original. So when the center of dilation in the coordinate plane is the origin, so that 0, 0 point, each coordinate of the pre-image is just simply multiplied by the scale factor k to find the coordinates in the pre-image. So it sounds a little bit more complicated than I think it is. It just means that we're going to have our coordinate x, y. They're going to tell us what the scale factor is, and we just simply multiply x times k, and that'll give us our new x coordinate, and y times k, and that gives us our new y coordinate. So it's much simpler, I think, than it sounds up here. You can tell right away, is it going to be larger or smaller based on the number it's giving you. If it's giving you a number larger than 1, you're going to be getting bigger than the original figure they gave you. If you have a number between 0 and 1, then it's going to get smaller. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at one. So it says, draw the image of the following figure after a dilation centered at the origin with a scale factor of 3, 5. So we do want to make sure that we identify our 3 points, because in this case I have 3 points here. So I do need to identify all 3 points. So I have point 1, which is 5, 10, point 2 here, which is 10, 5, and then my last one, which is 10, 10. So now I'm going to take them and I'm going to multiply each one by the scale factor of 3/5. So I'm going to go 10 times 3/5, or 5 times 3/5, and 10 times 3/5. So when I'm multiplying by a fraction, remember I'm going to multiply across the top and divide by the bottom. So 5 times 3, and I get 15 divided by 5, and that's where 3 came from, because 5 times 3 is 15 divided by 5 is 3. I can also cancel, can't I? 5 divided by 5 is 1, which just leaves me with 3. And then over here, I can also cancel, or I can multiply or cancel, either way. I can go 10 times 3, and that gets me 30, divided by 5 gets me 6. Or I can cancel here, because 10 divides by 5 2 times, so that means I have 2 here, and 2 times 3 is 6. So either way, I'll end up with my pieces here, if I cancel first and multiply, or if I multiply and then divide, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing with my next point. So you can see I've already placed the new orange point here. That's my new prime point. So now 10, 5. Well, I just did this, right? I just did 5 and 10. So really, it's the exact same thing. They're just going to switch spots. So 10 times 3/5, well, that gets me 6. And 5 times 3/5, well, that just gets me 3. So same thing with the very last point. It's 10, 10. Well, I already did that. 10 times 3/5, we did that in the first one here, and again, kind of in the second one, just very quickly. It's going to get me 6, 6 on that one. So now I have my 3 points, and I just connect my 3 points here. So you may have more than 3 points on you here. You may have less. It may just be a line. Just make sure that any either end point like this or any vertice that you're mapping that out so you know where to place it. So that is how you dilate a figure using a scale factor. I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next video.